Hello everyone, in this video we're going to draw a koala. Start by drawing a circle as a guide for the top part of the body. To draw the circle, first make two small marks to indicate the circle's length, and then on the sides make two more small marks to indicate the circle's width. Then connect the marks using curved lines to finish the shape of the circle. Sketch lightly at first so that it's easy to erase if you make a mistake. Also, pause the video to draw at your own pace. The circle doesn't have to be perfect, but if you're having trouble drawing it, just trace the outer edge of a coin, a bottle cap, or anything else with a circular edge. At the top, draw another circle as a guide for the head. Use the 4 marks method to draw this circle too. First make 4 small marks to indicate the sides of the circle, and then connect the marks using curved lines to finish the shape of the circle. The edges of the 2 circles should touch. The head circle should be about half the size of the body circle. At the bottom, make a small mark for the first part of the lower section of the body. Connect the small mark to the big circle using curved lines to finish the guide for the lower section of the body. This guide should be similar to a big letter U. Don't draw this guide too far down or the body will be too long. Connect the circles at the top using sloping lines to finish the guide for the body. Inside the head, draw 2 intersecting lines. These are construction guides that will help you place the facial features later on. On each side of the head, draw a curved line as guides for the ears. Koalas have big ears, so don't make these shapes too small. Place the ear on the right slightly higher because the head is tilted. On the top right side of the body, draw a small circle as a guide for the hand. Pay attention to how small this circle is in relation to the body. To the left, draw 2 long curved lines as guides for the arm. The left side of the arm should be wider than the right side. On the bottom right side of the body, draw a curved line as a guide for the leg. This guide should be similar to a small letter U. Under the leg, draw a curved line as a guide for the foot. This guide should be similar to a small letter U on its side. And that's it for the guidelines. Now let's start on the final drawing. Inside the head, lightly sketch 2 small circles for the eyes. Place the eyes on top of the horizontal construction guide and on either side of the vertical line. Leave enough room between the eyes for the nose. When you get the sizes and positions of the eyes right, darken the shapes. Make the sides of the shapes pointier as you darken them for the corners of the eyes. In the middle of each eye, draw a short vertical line for the slit pupils. Make the lines for the pupils thick in the middle. Next to the pupils, draw tiny circles for highlights. Draw short curved lines around the eyes for eyelids. Keep these lines close to the shapes of the eyes. Shade the top parts of the eyes for shadows. Don't overlap the tiny highlight circles as you shade. Use a value that's lighter than the pupils for the shadows. In the middle of the head, lightly sketch a small oval for the nose. Place the nose directly where the 2 construction lines intersect. The size of the nose should be pretty big in relation to the head. When you get the size and position of the nose right, darken the shape. Use short strokes as you darken the top part of the nose for fur. Pay attention to the distance between the eyes and the nose. At the bottom, draw 2 short, curved lines for the nostrils. Make the lines for the nostrils thick. Below the nostrils, draw a very short curved line for the bottom of the nose. Under the nose, draw a line that curves to the left for the first part of the mouth. Add another line that curves to the right for the other side of the mouth. Sketch lightly at first and only darken the lines when you get the shapes right. Use short strokes as you darken the lines for a furry texture. Draw the right side of the mouth higher because the head is tilted. Under the mouth, draw a curved line that's made up of short strokes for the furry chin. The bottom of the chin should be close to the bottom edge of the head circle. Use the curved shape on the left side of the head as a guide to draw the first ear. Draw a series of short strokes along the path of the guide to create the furry shape of the ear. Make the ear slightly bigger than the original guide. Sketch lightly at first and only darken the lines when you get the shapes right. Use the shape on the right as a guide to draw the other ear the same way. Draw a series of short strokes along the path of the guide to create the shape of the ear. Add more short strokes within the shapes for the fur that's inside the ears. Make the strokes longer for longer fur. Use the circle as a guide to draw the rest of the head. Draw a series of short strokes along the path of the circle to create the shape of the head. Make the top of the head flatter than the initial circle. Use short strokes to create a furry texture. At the bottom, extend the head so that it's inside the body. Don't close off the shape at the bottom to indicate where the head meets the body. Use the small circle on the top right side of the body as a guide to draw the hand. First, lightly sketch a series of short curved lines around the circle for the fingers. Draw 3 curved lines on the right side for the fingers and 2 shorter curved lines at the top for the 2 thumbs. When you get the sizes and positions of the fingers right, darken the shapes. Make the tips of the shapes pointy for the claws. The finger at the bottom should be the smallest. Darken the lines on the left for the arm. Use short strokes as you darken the lines to create a furry texture. Use the shapes on the bottom right side of the body as guides to draw the leg and foot. Make the line on the right longer and curve it to the left to create the top part of the leg. The top of the leg should be close to the arm. Darken the lines to create the shape of the leg. On the right side, draw 3 short curved shapes for the toes. Make the tips of each toe pointy for the claws. On the right side, draw a long vertical line to create a tree. Don't overlap the arm and leg as you draw this line. It's okay to overlap the body. At the bottom, draw a sloping line for a branch. Sketch lightly at first and only darken the lines when you get the shapes right. Add another line on the right side to make the shape of the tree thicker. At the bottom, draw another sloping line to make the branch thicker too. Don't overlap the body as you draw the branch. The right side of the branch should be thicker than the left. The tree doesn't have to be perfect, just draw a few lines to indicate the shape. Use the remaining shapes and lines as guides to draw the rest of the body. Simply darken the outer edges of the guides to create the shape of the body. The other arm and leg will be mostly hidden behind the tree. On the top right side of the body, draw a line that's made up of short strokes for the visible section of the other arm. Now erase the initial guidelines. The next few steps are sped up so that the video isn't too long. Redraw any of the final lines that you may have accidentally erased. Now shade your drawing. Use a medium value to shade the main part of the body. As you shade, use strokes that go in the direction of the fur. Inside the head, the fur radiates outward from the nose. Shade lightly at first and gradually build up to darker values. For light values, push down very lightly on your pencil, then push down harder for darker values. Shade the nose using a dark value. Use a lighter value to shade the top part of the nose to create a highlight. As you shade, separate each stroke a bit so that the white of the paper comes through and creates a furrier texture. Use a very light value to shade the chin and the chest for white fur. Add a darker value throughout the body to create some shadows. Shadows will give the figure more dimension and volume. Use a medium value to shade the tree. Add some shadows on the tree using a darker value too. Shading can be time-consuming, so be patient and take breaks. Keep shading until you're happy with the result. And that's it for the koala. Don't forget to pause the video to draw at your own pace. Also, please visit howtodrawanimals.com where every step of this tutorial is broken down into an individual image. That's how, and then the number 2, then drawanimals.com. If you'd like to support my channel, please consider buying my books on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more videos in the future. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep drawing.